Sherman County sprouts. The future grows here. In central Nebraska, our rural farming communities recognize the importance of strong starts, working together, continued cultivation, providing for others, making investments for the future, and in the end, reaping the benefits of your hard work and dedication. In many ways, the Sherman County Sprouts Child Care Initiative is a similar undertaking. In the spring of 2022, the Sherman County Sprouts emerged to fill a void in our area. Local in-home providers had wait lists of children 2 years out, and subsequently, parents of young children were leaving the workforce at an alarming rate, affecting our area employers. A nonprofit was formed with an established board of 7 directors, including like-minded community members, parents, grandparents, and professionals from a number of entities to find a long-term solution to this long-time problem. The solution is multifaceted. Our team is not only introducing a child development center to Loop City, but also supporting the current child development programs in Sherman County with licensing support, grants for materials and equipment, connections to trainings, and overall collaboration. We have held informational meetings, community outreach events, and fundraisers to share our vision and gain support. My name is Melissa Douche, and I am serving as the Sherman County Sprouts President and work as the Executive Director for our local Economic Development Corporation. I had been living and working in Loop City for 5 years before I realized the impact of inadequate child care capacity in our county. In 2020, my husband and I found out that we were expecting our first child, Jade. Many of you know her as she came to work with me for the first 2 years as we waited out the wait lists at the local licensed child care providers. For 8 months, she tagged along to Viera Wireless, where I was working as a store manager, and during that time, I discovered just how difficult it was to be a working parent, and adding the daily task of caring for an infant at work was not ideal. When the opportunity came up to serve as the Economic Development Director, I knew that this was my chance to make the change that I wanted to see, so that working families would no longer be in a similar predicament needing infant care. A Nebraska We Care for Kids survey showed that 31% of parents with children under the age 5 left the workforce because they couldn't find affordable childcare options. I could have been easily one of those parents. Thus, the Sherman County Sprouts Child Care Initiative was established and grew to be the over $1 million investment in our future that we are excited to present to you today.
My name is Clayton Sexdorf. I'm a Sherman County Sprouts board member. I moved to Loop City back in 2020, and the reason I'm on the board is that I can just see the current impact on the community with the gap in available child care service today in this area. And I'm just a believer that not only will this help fill the gap in child care service in Sherman County, but it'll also be of good quality. We'll do our absolute best, and that really should never be an afterthought. I also see that we really just need more young people to move back to this community, and I believe this project will help with that, and really will have a ton of hidden benefits in our local economy.
My name is Deb Obermiller, and I'm proud to serve on the Sherman County Sprouts Board of Directors. Over the years, I've been involved with several community boards and committees, of which childcare was a huge topic of discussion. I was also an employee of SNCAP, Early Childhood Programs, and I do really understand the critical need for quality childcare across our state and in our own communities. The statistics are showing us that 91% of the counties in Nebraska with child care facilities do not have enough available slots to meet the current demand. For us, we're in that category. And there are also 11 counties in Nebraska that have no licensed child care facilities. We do not want that to have to happen in our county in the future, and that's why today's planning and action is so important. As a board, we envision a community where children will be cared for from birth through their high school years with quality care and education. Families can live here or move here, and they'll know that they'll have a safe, loving, and stimulating environment for their children to learn and grow. Overall, our community will see a boost to the economy through another business operating in town and more employment opportunities for staffing in the child care field. Families will also experience, hopefully, a peace of mind, knowing that there is more quality child care available, and going to work can be a viable option, which in turn can benefit other businesses. Sherman County is a great place to live and raise a family, and now we can add that we can offer more great child care opportunities as we invest in the future of our communities.
Good evening. My name's Dean Tickle, and I'm a proud member of the Sherman County Sprouts Board. I'm also the superintendent of schools in Loop City. I have a lot of reasons why, but one of the biggest reasons is the young lady pictured with me. Jenna Urbanowski is a new teacher at Loop City Public Schools and does an amazing job. In March, she and her husband are going to be welcoming a new baby girl. In order to keep Jenna and other young educators in our community and support their growing families, Little Sprouts will be vital. I love that Jenna has chosen Loop City, and I hope that we can continue to support young growing families like Jenna's so that she can continue to work with our kids. Thank you for your support.
My name is Sasha Have. I am a Sherman County Sprouts board member. I can remember as a first-time parent the excitement of finding out we were pregnant to becoming instantly stressed when we found out how hard it is to find child care in the area. We ended up having to travel outside of county for child care until a spot opened with a local provider. I want to give a huge shout out to our local providers. Without their dedication to many families, we'd be hurting even more than we are today. I'm hopeful that Sprouts will help alleviate some of this gap. I'm grateful that Sprouts has also been able to help our current providers with many grant opportunities. Working with our current providers is very important to Sprouts. I'm beyond thrilled for the kiddos too. 90% of the child's brain develops within the first 5 years of their life. To me, it's very crucial to start the growth of their future at a young age. Sprouts will be offering a curriculum that will help them in their future education. We have a great partnership with SynCap and the school to make all this happen. The future grows here, so let's invest in our future.
Renovations are underway at the Future Early Childhood Development Center in Loop City, set to open this summer. Keeping business local is important to our initiative. Kushak Construction is a general contractor for the project, utilizing local subcontractors and shopping Loop City Lumber and Kushak Hardware for building supplies. A $1.2 million capital campaign to support the needed construction, startup costs, sustainability plan, and scholarship program is nearing its end goal. Currently, we have secured $1,085,000 in funding, a true investment in growing the future here in Sherman County. Extraordinary local support from businesses, families, organizations, and individuals has propelled this project forward and unlocked the potential for additional grants to be awarded. So far, Sherman County Sprouts has secured $955,000 in grant funding at the local, state, and federal level. A big part in thanks to our active participation with the Communities for Kids organization, in partnership with the Nebraska Families Foundation and the Department of Health and Human Services. If you're interested in donating or pledging funds annually to the Sherman County Sprouts, or can contribute to the project with in-kind support or volunteer hours, please contact Melissa Douche at 308-745-5040. Also, we encourage you to visit and follow our Facebook page and website to keep up to date on our progress. The future is bright for children and families growing right here in Sherman County.